everyone, it's Lynette with Charmed Grammy Crochet. I am here on the couch today. I don't think I have ever filmed on my couch. This is where I crochet. This is obviously not where I record normally. But I thought I would record here today and see how that works out for us. Today is August 12th, and I believe this is Charm Chatter 83. So I just wanted to catch up. I know the last video I did not show any whips or anything like that, finished objects, because it was the yarn haul video. I did get my knit crate, and so let me show you what I got. I popped it, but I really haven't looked. So let's see what's in knit crate, and then we'll get on to other things, because I want to talk about knit crate for a minute. I can watch and open at the same time this way. Looks blue there. Nope, it's purple. It's purple. It's pretty purple. Let's see. It didn't look purple in the camera. Does it look purple now, maybe? Or do you still see blue? There, it looks purple there. It's pretty. Look at that. So I got 2 skeins of the purple. I know you guys have probably all seen this already, so I'm not going to go too much into the color, into the yarn. It's 100% organic Pima cotton. I don't see a color name. Stardust. Colorway Stardust. Oh, right first thing. I passed that all up 100%. DK weight, 266 yards, machine wash, gentle, lay flat to dry. Now the thing, because I've seen other unboxings, mine came later than anybody else's, is that it has a Tunisian crochet hook in here. Which, how awesome, because I have wanted to try Tunisian crochet. But I did not have a hook, and I wasn't like really sure what size hook to buy. This is a 6mm J, which is my favorite hook to use, is a 6mm. So that's very cool. And then you got the book. This is the July knit crate because they got behind. I wonder if that shawl is what, because I like that, but I don't know if that's the one that goes with the Tunisian hooks. I gotta find out. No, that's the yarns. That's more yarn. Okay, here's patterns. Okay, the one on the front, I think, nope. Oh, wait. Okay, no, the one on the front. Okay, wait. So they got this one in here. This one's knitted. I like that one. But I think it's very similar to the one on the front, which is crocheted. Right? Page 50. Okay, wait. I'll move the box out of the way. So, can you see the I think the Tunisian goes with the purple shawlette, and the pink is just standard crochet. Am I reading that right? I think that's the case. Bummer, because I really like the pink one. But I'll figure it out, and I will try this. I will have to. Oh, and there's a chart in here too. I don't know which one the chart goes with. But they got a chart, not just instructions. So this is what I want to talk to you about knit crate. See, isn't that pretty? Okay. So the thing with knit crate is you get these really cool yarns. And the reason that I even started getting it is because I thought, oh, I got to try it once. So then I liked getting these really cool yarns. They're like hand-dyed special stuff I would not, expensive yarn. That's it. They're expensive yarn that I would not buy on my own. But when I did my yarn room the other day, when I was like trying to make room for the Hobby Lobby yarn, I have been saving the boxes from my knit crate. I don't know why. Summer from Summer's Tips and Stitches said she saved her boxes. I think I've heard a couple other people say they saved their boxes. Even though they didn't keep the yarn in it, they saved the boxes. I don't keep my yarn in it either, and I save the boxes. And I'm like, why do I have all these boxes? I have like a dozen boxes or better. So I threw them all away. And now I got a new one. And as I was going through the yarn room, I'm like, I have all these really cool yarns from knitcrate, but I don't ever use them. I love them. They're soft, they're nice, obviously they're nice yarn. But it's like, I don't think I have ever come across the perfect pattern on a tutorial. Or I don't know if I have enough yarn, or like for 100 different reasons, I don't use that yarn. Save it for a special project kind of thing. Well, I'm special projecting myself at $25 a month for yarn that I'm not using. And I have every pattern, but I'm not really good at pattern reading, which is why I've like put it away. And maybe I should go through and start getting the patterns out that go with the yarns that I've gotten. And because I'm a little better at pattern reading now, like I read a couple of patterns, so maybe I could read them and make the things. But like I'm afraid to try to incorporate the knitcrate yarn into a tutorial because, a YouTube tutorial, because what if I don't have enough yarn, or it's not asking for that kind of yarn? You know what I mean? So putting it together with something that's not the knitcrate pattern is what I've been having trouble with. I haven't even like attempted to do that, actually, to be honest. I don't even think about that knitcrate yarn when I'm like, oh, I want to make that particular thing. I don't even think to go to the knitcrate yarn. It's like it's the special yarn, and it's put in the special cubicle, and it's special, and I don't even go in the special cubicle. I don't know why. But I've been watching like Mary Maxim and Coco Bello boxes come in from people. People get those boxes, and like that's everyday regular yarn. So if I don't want to make the pattern that it comes with and I need more yarn, I can get it. So I'm thinking I really want to switch from knitcrate with the specialty yarns that I'm afraid to use to a box, a monthly, because I do love getting the monthly subscription. It's like fun. What are you going to get? What's in there? What are you going to make? Coco Bella's is I think more expensive than this, but you get really cool stuff, like I think hooks every month come in there, as I recall from Summer gets that one. I've seen a couple of people that get that. Mary Maxim I think is less expensive and also gets like really nice patterns and yarns that I don't know if you get a special like gimme gift in it or not. I don't remember. I think it's less expensive, and you get the yarns that probably match yarns I have already if I wanted to make something that's not the pattern that comes with it. So what do you guys think? For those that get monthly subscription boxes, like I really think I want to put on hold my knitcrate, just because I have all these yarns that I haven't even attempted to use. And I think I want to switch to a different box, but I'm not sure which one. Less expensive is very good to go with, like the Mary Maxim, because I think that's less expensive. I like that idea. But then special cool stuff comes, I know, in the Coco Bellas with like cool hooks. I think they come or maybe that's the wrong box. I don't even know. So if you guys get boxes, more than one, different ones, what do you think of the boxes that you get as compared to knitcrate, if you've ever got that? I'm not putting down knitcrate. I like knitcrate, but I just really, I've only made one thing with the yarn. And I have some more of that I want to make something else with, but I haven't had time. So there we go. I used the orange and yellow citrus squeeze yarn, and I made a shawlette, and then bought more of it because I decided that I wanted to make a slumber top out of it, which I never did make. It's sitting in my whip section for when I have time. Okay, so if you comments on that would be greatly appreciated. Oh, and did I thank everyone for subscribing and watching and all of that? I think I did. I meant to. So if I didn't, I apologize. I think maybe I forgot that and jumped right into knitcrate. Sorry. Okay. But I do appreciate you liking, subscribing, sharing. I do appreciate all of my subscribers and all of you that come and watch and comment and chat with me. Makes my day. So, finished object. No, let's go with whip. So remember I was making the blanket for Ariana, and I was going to do the Grafgan, and I did the practice Grafgan from Yarn Joy and made that little owl wall hanging thing, and then created my own graph to make a blanket for Ariana that had her name in it, and it's a butterflies, well, and a corner to corner, and I had bobbins, and I kept screwing it up. I don't know why. I was losing my lines on the diagonal. Maybe because I was using real graph paper and I was just getting lost in the pattern. I didn't realize that I was getting lost in the pattern until I would come to where I had screwed it up and it's not right. And then I'd try to fix it, and then I'd have to frog it. And frogging multiple colors on the bobbins, that's a pain in the rear end. And then redo it, and then I would be lost again. I don't know. I frogged the thing like 4 times. And then the 5th time I find a mistake, I'm like, I'm done. I'm going to try to just do it row by row instead of on a corner to corner. Maybe I follow it better. Well, I got to row 4 and I already had 2 mistakes. And I'm like, I'm just totally done with this whole Grafgan. And I frogged the whole thing. And I just decided I'm just going to make her a blanket. And so I'm doing the corner to corner because I went back to the corner to corner. But it's just going to be corner to corner in this yarn. And this is yarn that's the Dreamweaver that I got from my Mark's store sometime last summer. So there's no colorway. It's acrylic. It's very soft. It kind of reminds you of Simply Soft. It's that like shiny, silky, soft. I think it's a Red Heart kind of yarn. Because Red Heart usually is the yarns, but I don't think I've ever seen a Red Heart silky. Like, because I bought this a year ago. And I think I had 6 skeins, and I just am finishing 3. So I have 3 left to make it. So it's like almost as big as it's going to get. And then, like, I think it's halfway done. You know how you, like, increase. So I think I'm on the last row of increases, and now I'll start decreasing, and then that's how big it'll be. Because if I had 6, I've got 3 left. Plus this little tiny bit in my bowl. So this will be the last increase row I'm working on right here. And this will be the last of the increase row, and then I'll start decreasing. And I don't really remember how to do that, so I'm going to have to watch a video how to decrease the Grafgan. I'll probably go to Yarn Joy because she has good videos on corner to corners. So here's the bag. I have 3 skeins of it left. So I must have had 2 packages because they come in 2s. So there's no colorway, and I just know it's acrylic, and I think these little balls are 204 yards, it says, and that's all it tells you. So I've got like 600 yards in there. Then I was going to make a scarf, pocket shawl for a girl at the campground. She wants me to make her a pocket shawl. We picked out the yarn. I think I showed you the yarn. I'm doing Bag O' Days pattern for that. But when I was talking to her about it, there was another camper there, a gentleman who is Irish, and thought that would be so cool to make a shawl that looked like the Irish flag. I don't know why he thinks that would be cool, but in talking about the shawl and how pocketed, like the reader shawl, if you've watched my channel before, you've seen the reader shawls that I made, and the history of the reader shawl is that it started in Ireland, and I think this is like kind of a new version of an old product. The reader shawl would be like a scarf with a panel on the back and pockets, and YouTubers have told me that they sent me information when I was making my reader shawls that way back when in the day, the women would take their reader and read in front of the fire, and so the panel on the back kept their back warm, and then if they had to get up, they had pockets to put their books in. And that was the whole deal with the reader shawl, and I think that's probably where the pocket shawl came from now. No panel, just a wider, like more of a wrap kind of thing with pockets on it. So okay, so I'm telling him that, and he came up with the idea of, you know, an Irish flag. So I decided, because he's a good friend, that I would make an Irish flag. An Irish flag is green, white, and orange, and I don't know, I think actually it kind of goes this way on their flag. So I thought I would make him a scarf with a pocket in the Irish flag colors. So I'm not doing it more like this. The shawl is deeper. This is, and I don't know why it's sticking out here, because it kind of wants to stick out here and come in here, and I don't know why it's doing that, but it'll be fine once I wash it. And this is Dreamweaver yarn, and this is really stiff, where this is Stitch Studio Classics, and it's much softer. So I'm going to wash it anyway so that this softens up. But I did, it's like 12 inches of green, and then I'm going to do, I've got about almost half the skein of white. So I'll finish the white skein, and then I'll do another 12 inches in the orange and put the pocket on. And it's my own, and then I'm going to do orange and green fringe, because my friend is kind of like a hippie, and I think he'll love the fringe, and I think he'll wear this just because he'll think it's neat, which is why I'm making it for him, because he's going to think it's really cool. I hope. At least that's my intent. And I know guys don't like really wear shawls, so I'm kind of making it scarfish, which is why I didn't make it wider. And so it's going to be his pocketed scarf that looks like the Irish flag. And I did, so what I did was, the first row is half double crochet, and then I did double crochet that looks like an X. So you like skip one, double crochet, and then go back behind and double crochet in the one that you skipped, and then continue that down the row. And then on the next row, I was doing, if I went behind on the first row, like double crochet, the first stitch is a double crochet, and then skip one, double crochet, and go behind on the second one. On the next row of double crochet, I would go in front. That was so that it would be like an X like this, and then an X like this. That was the idea originally. And there's so it's half double crochet, and then the X row, and then half double crochet and an X row. So the X rows I wanted to look like this to begin with, but then because you flip your work, they were coming out that wasn't working for me so well. So it's just whichever, it got to be just whichever way. Some rows are with you crossing in front, and some rows are with you crossing in back, and there's no rhyme, no reason, because I got confused. I couldn't keep track of which way they were trying to cross it. I thought I was doing it right until I had, like, because you flipped it, it was making it go the opposite direction. I don't know. Anyway, it got confusing, and so I didn't want it to be confusing, so it's just, I'll just go in front this row, and maybe the next time I'll go behind, maybe I'll go in front, it doesn't matter. And in the whole scheme of the whole thing, when you're looking at it, you really can't tell a whole lot if I went behind or in front. And like I said, I don't know why it wants to kind of like, it feels like it wants to go off to one side. The stitch counts are correct. One side is straight and one side is not. I don't know what's going on here. So don't look at that wonky area right there. I'm hoping that when I wash it, it'll just kind of like go where it needs to be. I don't know why it's doing that. And I'm not frogging it. So there we go. And that's where this is anyway. That's what we're doing. And I think it's going to be kind of cool, and I think he's going to like it. And I did do, the pocket isn't real big, but my husband hand fits in it. So I think it's big enough. So for the pocket, where the pocket is, I just did double crochet, or just did the half doubles. I didn't do any of the cross stitch. It's just the whole back part of the pocket is just all half doubles, so that if, you know, you stick your keys in there or whatever, they'll have less chance of coming through the holes, because the crosses do leave holes. But then on the front part of the pocket, I did just 2 rows with the half double in the middle of the crosses, X's, just to give it a little pizzazz. And I kind of really wanted the pocket to kind of blend in so it wouldn't like stick out like this guy's wearing a pocket. But I think he'll like it, and my husband thinks he'll like it. And like I said, he's kind of a hippie-ish kind of guy, so I think he'll think this is really cool, and he'll really love the fact that I made it for him. So that's one work in progress. Iris blanket is the second work in progress that are like I'm actively working on. Then I finished, and my only finished object right now is the shawl that I made, the pocket shawl that I made for the girl at the camper. And I did use Bag O' Day's pocket shawl pattern, and I made this with the Isaac, you guys say his name because I say it wrong, Mizraha or something, Mizraha, I don't know, craft yarn. It's 166 yards of a bulky 5, and this color, it was called Empire. I used 4.5 skeins, so completely 4, and then the fringe I used about 1/2 skein. I did put the fringe on it, and so this yarn says hand wash, lay flat to dry, because it is 64% acrylic, 12% bamboo, 12% alpaca, and 12% wool. And it's like white, black, and gray, except when the white, it was outside in the sun, you would see a lot of purple in the white. The white looked lavender. I'm like, oh, this is so cool. And then I was like, gosh, I really want to make something for myself out of this yarn. Maybe I don't want to let her have it, because I love the fact that the white was lavender. Except that I think I'm allergic to the wool. I crocheted with it. I crocheted with wool yarn last winter, and it would make me like in the throat, but nothing else. But I crocheted with this in the summer, and I get so itchy. I worked on it one day, and I couldn't sleep at night. I had to take Benadryl to stop the itch. So then when I finished it the next day, I like finished working on it, and I was washing my arms, going to the kitchen sink and washing my arms as I'm working on it, because I don't want to be itchy, and I don't want to take Benadryl because I have to go to work. So anyway, it's done. I wanted to make a hat. I thought, because I have 2.5 skeins of this left, and I thought, oh, a hat would be awesome. I don't know if I want to make the hat because I don't know that I want to work with the yarn. But let me show you what it looks like. I think it turned out really cool. Here's the pocket and the fringe, which I totally love. Can you see? Oh, you can't see the whole top part here. There's like a ribbed top part. The pattern was really nice. She did a great job. A very easy tutorial. This is they call it a 5-weight bulky, but it's roving. This Isaac Mizrahi yarn is roving. So Crystal's tutorial was for a 4-weight yarn. But even though this is a 5-weight, with the fact that it's roving, it kind of worked like a 4 anyway. You know, worked up, I think, because a lot. See, I think I'm a little allergic. And so I don't know about making the hat, and I really do want to make the hat. I think the hat would be awesome. I was going to use Debbie from the Canadian Crocheters no name hat pattern to make her a hat with this. I'm really debating the hat thing. So I don't know if I'm going to make the hat, or if this yarn, I'm going to take a cue from Jeannie from On the Hook Crochet and give away 2 skeins of yarn plus the unused other half a skein. I think it's so cute that she does that. but I think I might do that, and this might be a little giveaway. I'm gonna give myself over the weekend to decide, because maybe, I mean, the Debbie's No Name hat crochets up so fast and it's so cute that I'm thinking that maybe I'll make the hat, because I think it'll be cute to give that to her as just an extra bonus. I don't know. And then jump in the shower real quick. That's kind of what I'm thinking that I might do. I have to make that decision. So that's all my stuff. That's what I got for you. This is also a pattern. I've showed it before because I've worn it before, just a few videos ago, but this is the Rock and Roll Wrap by Crystal from Bag O' Day. Also a great pattern, and this is DK Colors, and I don't remember the colorway, but I love it, and it's great because I'm sitting right here by the air conditioner vent, which will freeze you out when you're sitting here. So if you have on, I have on a sleeveless t-shirt. It's just got, and my arms get cold, so I have to wear something to keep this, particularly this shoulder warm, this shoulder and arm, if I'm going to sit here with the air on. We have a very good air conditioner. Everyone comes in my house and your house is so cold. It's not that the house is cold. The air vent is cold. So don't sit in front of an air vent, and then it's quite comfortable. But you sit in front of an air vent and you're gonna freeze your tush off. It's nice and toasty in the wintertime, because then it becomes the heat vent, which is why I sit here, because in northern Ohio we have a lot more winter than we have summer. I want to be by the heat vent, except I freeze in the summer. So my nice little rock and roll wrap is perfect. Keeps me just comfy. And then when the AC goes off, I can take it off and put it back on when the AC comes back on. So it's very nice that way. So that's all I've got for you. If you know of, if you have subscriptions, please don't forget to comment and give me some insight on what you think. And also, if you've made the Amanda patriotic blanket, or you're still working on it, it's a couple more days. The 15th is the cutoff, and I'm drawing the name on the 16th of all the people that have sent pictures and put them on my Facebook group page. If you don't have Facebook, and the Facebook group page is linked below. If you don't have Facebook, you can just email me a picture if you've made the blanket. No pressure. If you've even started the blanket, go ahead and put the picture up, and then I'll put you in, because there's not that many. And I know, people have lives. I know people just at the beginning of this month were already, again, after Pamela made one, people were asking for the pattern. So if you've started it at the beginning of August and it's not done, go ahead and post your picture, because I'll include you. And I'm going to be drawing that drawing. It's open till the 15th, so on the 16th I will be making that. I'm going to put all the names in a hat and just do a hat draw, because I don't know how else to do it from YouTube. From Facebook. So that's where we're at. That's all I've got. Again, thanks for subscribing. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sharing, commenting. I read the comments and I return the comments, if there's something to talk about. So that's all I got for you today. Again, I will see you in a couple days, probably, definitely on the 16th, if not before. So happy hooking. Have a great day. Bye.